RingVille episode, Mr. Blacc. Yo, what's up, everyone? How you doing? My name is Kevin Herrera Sanchez, KHS, and welcome to a very special episode of RingVille. This is episode 50. I want to thank you all for watching for 50 episodes. I truly appreciate it. And I couldn't think of a better guest for the 50th episode of RingVille. He has repped for Battleclub Pro, LPW, House of Glory. We Are Wrestling, co-host of the Jobbertears podcast, co-host of the Sped podcast, the Chocolate Ref, Mr. Blacc. How you doing?
What's up, brother, man? How you doing, brother?
Thank you for coming down, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, brother.
Of course. Come on. Yo, what? Like, you're one of the faces of like referees that I see everywhere.
Appreciate
And
it.
I love to see like you working all the time, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. One of the first things I wanted to ask you, what are the qualities that make a referee skillful?
Being coachable. I think that's the number one thing. Because certain times, the referee, you may be put in positions where make you feel uncomfortable, and you have to listen and say what they want out of you.
Okay.
So what involved you being very coachable is asking questions also. So let's say that I'm having a match, right? And in the match, they'll say, "Oh, we're gonna fight outside." If I don't say nothing, ask a million one questions, I don't know what's gonna go outside, and I look dumb. And by accidentally, they may bury me in the match. So I may ask, "All right, how long you gonna fight for? What are you gonna do outside? This, that, or third. You want me to count slower? You want attitude rules, or I'm gonna follow you around? Let me know." So I know where to position myself to make the match look good. And one thing also about a ref is, shout out to Steve Dumaine. He was on the last episode. He said that be invisible. And that's one of the greatest traits because it's not about you. Right. It's about the wrestlers. You understand? The audience don't know how important you are to the match. But the audience don't know how important you into your match, but you know how important you are. But as long as you stay invisible, you're good. You feel me? Like it's be like Steve said after the match, you say, "Dang, I didn't realize they used in the ring with me."
Right.
That's a good compliment. That's a very good compliment.
You answered my next question, where it's like, how do you prepare? And it's you ask questions. Like, is that something you always did from the beginning, or did you pick that up as you went?
I picked that up as I went along because I realized that I felt very lost in matches in the very beginning. I was like, yo, I didn't know what to stand. I didn't know what to do. So I was like, all right, what's the best way for me to make me being a ref easy for me, not for the next person? So I started asking 1,001 questions. Hey, how you do this? How you do that? How you do this? And also me asking 1,001 questions is I got to prepare myself mentally and physically. So before, let's say I have to ref Friday night at home, something like that, right? So hours before, I'm making sure that I'm eating a healthy diet or I'm fasting to make sure I'm very clear-minded. And I'll watch a lot of wrestling. And I only watch the referee to see what they doing. Hey, how they do this, how they do that. And if I need a question, I can hit up Nick Shin, Steve Dumaine, those are my people. Hit them up and stuff like, hey, how you do this, how you do that, this, that, that. Or I may see them out there, ask them, yeah, but I was wondering about this. Okay, you have to do X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. So also, when I get there, I gotta meditate. I gotta clear my mind. You understand? I get in a deep squat. I do like this, close my eyes, and I start meditating, visualizing what's gonna happen for the day, where I'm gonna be at. It's just like I got it from Dragon Ball Z Super. It was Vegeta. It was like, yo, Vegeta, how you be not Vegeta? Sorry, Frieza. When Frieza became a Black Frieza,
Oh,
right?
yes.
When like he got it was Golden Frieza. We became Golden Frieza.
In the movie.
Yes.
In the movie, yes.
Oh no. It was more on the show when Goku asked them, hey, can you join us with the team against other universes?
Okay.
So then he asked them, yo, how you able to train and stuff like that? He said, I wasn't able to train. I was mentally training. So if I could see myself in the ring, I could see myself doing it, my body already knows it because I've already visualized it. So I gotta go into deep meditation. And when I come out of it though, I walk around, drink my water and stuff like that, and I make sure I don't drink no soda. Then on top of that, me also preparing for the match, I gotta make sure I got my coconut water. You understand? And for the day, so like my body won't build up no mucus. I eat no dairy products. Yeah. So in the morning, it's a whole routine in the morning. I gotta make sure I take my sea moss, my black seed oil, my beet juice. So if I don't take those three, I'm fucked up for the whole day. I'm fucked up for the match. I'm getting cramps. I have a lot of brain fog. I can't pay attention and stuff like that. I'm useless. So this is why the routine starts from the start of the day. So by the time I get there, I'm good. Because I have to understand is I gotta maintain a certain type of weight, maintain some kind of cardio because I gotta keep up with these dudes. Because there be some arenas, it be hot. So I'm over here, yo, it's mad hot. But audience cannot see that though. I gotta make sure that I gotta put on face. You understand? All they see me just sweating, but they don't see me out of breath.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Like,
You see me, rap.
yeah.
You never see me out of breath. Cause I take that shit really seriously too. And another reason why I take my everything so seriously because a couple of years ago I almost died. Yeah, I contracted a rare blood disease called TTP. So I was in a coma for 3 days. I was in the hospital for a month and a half, everything like that. So me almost dying made me dramatically change my whole diet, how I approach everything in life. So me, if that never happened, you never get to chocolate ref. It's all it's a whole crazy story what I've been through to get to this point of becoming a referee. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy to hear. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry that
Mm-hmm.
had to
No, it's
happen.
cool,
Like,
brother, man. It's
I,
cool, brother.
oh, but glad to hear.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
For
Thank you.
sure. Did you always know you wanted to be a ref?
No.
No.
No. No. I want to be a wrestler like every other kid.
Yeah.
Every other kid.
So you started as a wrestler.
No, I never started as a wrestler.
Really?
I started out just like, all right, let me tell you this story.
Uh-huh.
Growing up, always loved wrestling. You feel me, though, son? The reason why I have this probably answer later a question, but fuck it. Reason why I have the podcast, the Sped class, it started as kids. But I was like, bro, I'm over 30. I can't be a fucking kid no more. And then it's a class because me being special ed for that year and a half, I was back in grade school, taught me so much life lessons. So we all love wrestling. We used to hit each other with the fake belts and stuff. We used to go crazy, but that was our shit. So I ended up being podcasting, whatever. Got into football and stuff. Got hit, shoulder popped out. This one right here. Oh, dang. This one
No,
right here.
you good.
This one right here.
Uh-huh.
They used to pop out so many times. So I was just like, oh man, I want to do something in wrestling. So I thought becoming a manager, right?
Okay.
It's all when I'm doing the podcast. So I used to come out with Yaya and stuff like that, Jobbertears South, come out with them, do everything. So I went in a show in DC. We sponsored Big Swole for a match, right? Shout out to her. So
Shout
we
out to
sponsored the match. Joe Kim was there. And being me, when I really started getting into wrestling, when I started going visiting shows, I was just a podcaster. Talk shit. The most shit ever. But I was respectful talking shit.
Okay.
The key of heckling is be respectful. If he's a heel, yo, tell me he suck and stuff like that. Don't talk about his mother. Don't get it personal. Keep it within fine in the ring. You feel me? Because the heel needs that. The good guy, oh, you got that. Oh, that move was fire. And that's y'all, that move was fire to me. So I learned to heckle and stuff like that. Shout out to Spice and Big Gang Leroy. Those are my people. So we talking, it was like, yo, you should really get into wrestling and stuff like that. This is the time that the fallout started to open up, right? I went to Joe Kim. I was like, yo, I want to get into this. Before I took the next shit, I was like, I want to get to wrestling. He's like, yo, get into it. Talk to Joe Kim. He gave me an opportunity. I said, I'm gonna start wrestling. And then I started going to training, taking back bus and stuff like that. I went from being doo-doo to trash in the ring, B. I'm trash in the ring, B. But I'm getting there eventually. You feel me, though, son?
It's small steps, you know?
Right. So I was like, nah, this reference shit, I love this shit. I remember Santi asked him, he's like, yo, what are you doing here? What do you want from this? And I didn't think twice. I want to be the best referee in the business. And I felt that because I believed that. So that's why I really got into it because it gave me an opportunity just to be around wrestlers. I miss the locker room. I miss being around my football people. I miss being around the guys. And wrestling, being in wrestling gives me the closest, matter of fact, the better feeling I ever had when I was on the football field. I get to be around people who's like-minded. People who love Pokemon, love Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, who could have been a theater kid, but you dope as hell. Somebody could have been someone from the streets. Wrestling took them in, changed their life. Now they understand the concept of being a team. So, yeah, that was a very long-winded answer.
No.
That was a very long-winded
Never a
answer.
long answer here. It's always the right answer, you know?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no,
So
absolutely.
that's how I got into being a referee. And ever since then, it's been a dream.
Yeah.
Like, before, shout out to Joe Kim for this opportunity, dogs. Like, I ref my first match at Woman Crush Wednesday 3 years ago. And some people's like, oh, how you got to ref so quick, this, that, and third? I say it this way. I was a fuck up in my whole 20s, dogs. Fucking up, trying to figure out life, though. I did a lot of bad shit towards people that I'm not too proud of, son. But then that moment, it took me 15 years just to reach that point in my life that I say, dang, I made it. So you may think it happened quick, but it took 15 years of me being in that ring and said, like, dang, I made it though, son. So Joe Kim Morales gave me the opportunity. He's forever grateful for him. I'm forever grateful for him, son. That's forever be my big brother. So that moment in the ring, it's like, dang, I just felt like I made it. You feel me? Right. Like, my mindset just switched. I went from I could do battle by myself is I could do good all by myself. If you're not trying to do good with me, son, stay the fuck away from me. Because all I want to do is make people smile, make people in the moment. It's just, yeah. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you.
So it's safe to say that Battleclub Pro is your home promotion.
Yes.
What's your time like there?
Oh my gosh. I love it. Like, I feel like it's a home away from home. When I get there, all my people give me love. I feel like, man, I got a bad week at work, whatever. Shit's not going right. And I go to Battle Club, my people's there. You feel me? And well, a lot of people don't understand until they have a school, the Fallout shelter. So me being around these people, like, gave me the confidence, dogs. Like, I did a front flip like this.
Oh, no.
Like this.
Yo, that's great.
And I did it like, oh man, that gave me confidence.
You gonna do it right now?
Nah. I did that. It was great. I'll never do that outside, but like Fallout, I love that place. You understand? Like, it gave me a perspective of life I never realized that if you really work hard, you stay consistent, your work's gonna show for it. No one else may not see it, but you gotta keep on working. When I look at someone like Sammy Chaos, right? When I first met her, she was a clumsy girl, tried to figure it out, and next thing you know, she's double champion for Fallout. You feel me?
Double champ, Sam?
Double champion, dogs. And she's about to face Macha Slamovich. Macha Slamovich, the TNA women's champion. As for those two belts that she worked hard for, and that's her, and that is her teacher. I told her so much. Now you're going against each other 3 years later? Yo, come on, bro. Full circle moment. That showed me that, yo, I gotta keep on going. Shout out to my dude, Young Lion. When I first met the dude, Young Lion just had his hunger and stuff like that. He was still trying to figure it out. Now I see him confident. You know, he's a manager now, making real money and stuff like that. I'm like, dang. He's like, yeah, man. Just see where he came from until now. One of my boys, I call him Pro. When I first met him, he was just like, he was JV. You understand? He came back. He know what I'm talking about. You watched it. He came back. He got better in the ring. Now he's always at the show doing something, wrestling on Battleclub X. And I can't call him JV no more. I got to call him Pro because I got to recognize his growth as a man. Because if I keep calling him JV, that's disrespectful to his growth. I got to understand where he's at currently to keep on going. Imagine I keep calling JV, you look like, damn, I'm not moving up nothing, I'm not doing nothing right, and stuff like that. Nah, bro, that's what wrestling taught me. Acknowledge people who they are right now, not who they were in the past. So you understand? Like, having these teachers give me confidence who I am and stuff like that. Like, I love the Fallout, dogs. Like Anthony Gam to see how he's that captain. Just to see my dude, Golden Glovers. See, when they first started out, there was two individuals. Now, one of the dopest tag teams, son. You understand?
Yeah.
Jordy, she main evented a show. That's one of the people I used to train with. Now look at her now, son. two different people, son. Yo, even look at someone like Big Cuzzo. You understand? Rembrandt, Federated, all those guys there. I seen the way they were before until now. So I love when my people are winning. And I got that feeling from wrestling, from the Fallout Shelter. So I'm forever gonna be adept. If Joe Kim called me in the middle of the night, yo, bro, I got a show tomorrow. I know it's kind of late. I got you, big dogs. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I be that. Yeah. Where's I be that, man. I be that, man. Like, bro, like what? Like I said, the ring. I no problem, big dogs. No problem. I'll set it up and put it back in the truck. Even if I miss the setup of the ring, best believe I'm putting that shit back in the truck. You understand though? Because one thing that wrestling taught me is, yo, it taught me go to places that appreciate your hard work. Wrestling taught me that. So whenever now you may ask how you translate that to real work, into real world. I know my value. You gonna disrespect me? I'm out of here. You understand? Wrestling gave me a lot of the foundation I was lacking as a man. You understand? I know how to put it together until I could put it together. And so backtrack on your question, you asked that one of the most important things of being a referee is you got to know not to be a spectator to react, not a spectator just to watch. Never got that. I was like, what the fuck you mean, joking? What? Bro, what are you talking about, bro?
You talking silly? Like,
Yeah, all right, bro. I guess, man. I guess, man. Are you talking in fucking riddles, dog?
Yeah.
Cool, Joe Kim. You want to talk in riddle? You want to be a riddler? Cool. Cool, bro. Fuck it, dog. Thought about it. Meditate. I was just like, don't be a spectator to life. Be a part of life. React to life. So now that put me in a different mindset. That put me in a different field because whenever I'm walking the street, I'm like just watching, smiling. I'm talking to somebody, looking 2 steps behind you, over there, this, there, just in case something happened. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, we had dinner. I'm like, yeah, ha. You put something over here like a cup. I'm like, yeah. You don't even know I did that. Because we're like, why you did that for? Because I'm observing that we talking, we can swing it, it falls down. Let's avoid that.
Yeah, right.
Wrestling taught me that. So, yeah.
Shout out to the people at Battleclub Pro.
Yes.
They,
Yeah, the amount of shit that Joe Kim did for people, bro. Bro, son. Bro. That guy did that, son. These other promoters who helped looked out for me. I love these dudes, son. Brian XL, though, son. Darius Lockhart. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Cole. All these promoters looked out for me, though, son. Yo, thank you, bro. My brother, Janelle, and stuff like that. So yeah. That was long when it ended. Yeah.
You did bring up Janelle and your brother. You are a co-host to the Jobbertears podcast, which has over 300 episodes and 4,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah,
Which,
wow, yeah.
yo, incredible, absolutely amazing. What was the goal in mind when starting the Jobbertears podcast?
To provide a voice for Black voices. Because when we first started, there's always a Black guy and a white guy. You understand? There wasn't very few all Black wrestling podcasts. And my brother's like, so yo, let's be the Stephen A. Let's be the first take of wrestling. So my brother did it, and then it's just been a ride. It's like people understand. Me and Sir Wilkins are legit brothers. Like it's so weird. I have friends on Facebook in the wrestling, right? They'll see both our last names. They'll go like, "Oh, that's your brother?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, you know that we have each other on Facebook, right?" They go like, "Oh shit, I never put two together." I go like, "All right, cool, bro. Whatever, bro. I guess." So me being my brother's keeper, I looked out. Been on the show, been tons of ups and downs. The viewing parties came into play and stuff like that. Just make sure people feel comfortable. A lot of people don't understand. My brother was the first few people doing viewing parties back in the day. I think he's been over 10 years he's been doing this. No one else was doing viewing parties like that, but he's been doing it. I'm talking about we had Billy Gunn, Val Venus, Rakishi, Peter Rosenberg. It was during WrestleMania weekend when it was at the MetLife. So we had mad people. Even throughout the years, people just showed up. And the Job Tier podcast, we just wanted a voice for our people. You understand? We had guests from back in the day, like RIP to Chad Gaspar, Jazz, D'Lo Brown, Leo Rush, and stuff like that. Willow when she was in Indies, Tasha Steele when she was in the Indies. We have kind of these interviews and we just give them a voice. So people's like, hey, come here, talk, have a conversation. Cool, whatever, cool. And even someone like Ricochet, before he left for WWE, my brother interviewed him. And he saw like, oh shoot, he has a lot of personality, but you don't get to see that on television. So I already knew Ricochet had personality, but I just waited until like, yo, when are you gonna do this? And he did it. He delivered. So the important thing for this podcast is just to have a voice for everybody. Like, hey, you want to come on, have a conversation? Let's talk. You feel me? We host an annual wrestling event called Jobberslam. So, hey, get some of my guys out there and let's do this. Get people spotlighted. Big time Yaya. It was Jobberslam 1. He fought O'Shea Edwards, right? Our brutal match. That was me before reference and stuff like that in the audience talking shit to him. Yo, nah, O'Shea, you ain't beating my mans. Everybody who was there for Jobberslam 1 would know me versus O'Shea Edwards. And he was whooping Yaya Assassin's ring, whooping it. But yo, I didn't know the finish. I played it straight. I was like, oh yeah, get him. Yeah, get him. When Yaya hit his finisher and pinned him, the whole arena erupted. All I remember, I said, Joe Kim, that's your future champion. 2 years later, he became champion. You understand? Moments like that, dogs. Moments like that, like how me just being me being part of the podcast, able to have that and share that moment with my brother. So this podcast is just more just a wrestling podcast. It's just like a community. You know how many people that who came to wrestling parties didn't have friends, to themselves. They left out with friends people could talk to. You understand? One of the skills I learned from church was, yo, be communicative. Talk to everybody. Shake people's hands and stuff like that. Have conversations. Be friendly. So my bishop taught me, RP to Bishop Randolph Austin, and he taught me that. So I took what I learned in church and brought it to wrestling. Always smile, be understanding, be open-minded and stuff like that, and let people be people. So I learned that from the podcast. I learned that from that. So the goal of the podcast is just to create a community. And I can successfully say we did.
Absolutely incredible, and it's a beautiful community too, because they're always showing support, always showing love. It's like that's a dream right there.
Right. That is a dream.
How have you seen the podcast grow and evolve over time?
Man. When real wrestlers started replying to stuff that we post, I'll give you a couple of examples. We had a conversation on a podcast, right? This is when Brandy Rose and Cody Rose in AEW, right? And we said, yo, Cody Rose is too pretty for AEW. Like, they look like a Ken doll and Barbie couple. They do, son. It was too perfect.
It's polished. They're polished.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's just them how to carry themselves. So he was like, yo, you just too pretty. This, that, you just don't fit the aesthetics. Go back to the E. Cody type thing. Cody put, oh man, you too confident. I compliment.
He was just like, I will.
Right.
In his mind.
Right. That is one of the positives. You understand? Another positive where we talk about Omos, right? To me, Omos one of the Omos is it. I think he's better than Big Show as far as out the ring because he's tall, he's suave, he know how to talk to people, he's laughing and stuff like that. Why not being used? So we mentioned that, and almost our followers are like that. We talk about Angela Dawkins. We had a conversation about that, and then with the whole Angela Dawkins, Angela Dawkins liked it. At the end of the day, I'm joining the ride with my brother, and like how that if I didn't know what's just gonna happen, I would never sign up for it. I had an idea. And even if I didn't have an idea, so the fuck what? I have memories to tell my kids. Memories to tell people at the bar when I'm drinking a little shot, like, ha, you remember that? Yeah, son. Mm-hmm. So those are some of the things that came. That's why I knew that we making moves. Or to me, when I saw when AEW was first starting, Big Swole wear our shirt in the ring. She understand she was making the video. I was like, dang, son. So that was the moment I realized I made it. And when people recognize me when I go to wrestling events, it was like, oh, Mr. Blacc, I fuck what you do, this, that, and third. I was at a baby shower, bro.
Like not related to wrestling? Like,
Not related to wrestling. At a baby shower, chilling there, this time looking suave, smell like extra good beat. Next year, someone said, "Oh, you respect the job?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Y'all fuck what you do, son. Love, B. I'm going to work. Job, but yeah, fuck what you do. Love, B, son." So that means that I'm doing something motherfucking right, though, son. So that's all that matters. So that's the feeling that I realized I knew I was going somewhere. I knew that I gotta keep at this shit.
what's the feeling like to be at a Jobberslam show?
It's like a barbecue. It's a barbecue, dogs.
Before we describe, yo.
It's like a barbecue. There's people that who come from Alabama. Shout out to Stephanie Hardy of the Stephanie Hardy podcast. Um, you see those wrestling girls. Shout out to those wrestling girls.
Yes. Yo, they're
Um,
great.
yeah,
Super fire. Super fire.
those are my people right there. You feel me? I do Brian Waters. We got Black wrestling and stuff like so see those many backstage brawls, stuff like that. See those many podcasts in one place, networking, becoming friends and stuff like that. That's how I feel. You understand? After the whole event is done, we may have a few drinks, we may smoke a little bit, but it's always positive, dogs. Like it gets hectic. Last year, Jobberslam, main event, Darius Carter versus my brother. This shit went outside, baby.
Oh,
You can watch it right now on our
you could.
YouTube page. They went outside. There was a brawling. It got so hectic. The cops came. That's how crazy it is.
That's great.
But no one got hurt. Everybody had a good time. Nothing like there was no inappropriate situations. It's a place that you can bring your fucking kids there, bro. All your kids, and there gonna be other kids there. You understand? We create an environment where like, hey, you know what? You ain't doing nothing with your kid. You need something to do in the summer afternoon. You take your kid, you get a t-shirt, take a picture of his wrestling, and you're the most coolest parent in the world. You took him to wrestling. My homegirl did that. She's like, yo, my kids love it. When's the next one? You feel me? So that's one thing we always aim, having a good time, though, son. And you get good wrestling. You get, when I say it's a good wrestling, like,
Yo,
man, it's amazing wrestling.
those cards, stacked. Crazy.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We have Steve Penta versus Charles Mason last year at Jobberslam. That match went crazy, son. So with all of that, with Jobberslam, that was our goal. Fun fact, we had a previous Jobberslam. It was like we had a few between me and my brother. And we actually fought in the bar. There's footage out there
Okay.
where me and my brother had a fight at 7-Eleven. We really had like obviously scripted. We came, I took the popcorn, bust on his head, and everything ever said it was done. It was straight gorilla. You can't do this shit no more. It was a 7-Eleven by 32nd Street.
Okay.
7-Eleven that closed down. You remember that?
The one that was all the way like on the west side?
Yeah. Closed down. You know when Macy's on the same block? That closed down. Yeah, we did it at that. So
That's great. That's a high area too. You're
like, right. So with all of this shit, son, crazy. So that was Jobs, the original Jobs. Then we had an idea. It was a joke, actually. Yeah, we could have wrestling. Like Janelle was like, "Nah, let's do it," and she did it, and we did it. And years later, we're preparing for the 5th one.
Amazing to hear. It's like I'm excited because I haven't been to a Jobberslam show, unfortunately.
This is the year. You're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Bring your whole family and stuff like that. And it's just like you guarantee you're gonna have fun. Some of the best people I like to bring to these independent Jobberslam people who familiar with wrestling, because they are the best audience. You know, shout out to Hemi. I mean, his own name was Nikolai White, but Hemi Hendrix. He said it. This is why I like the casual fans, because it brings the most energy, the rawest energy, son. That's my man's too, son. So he said, I was like, yeah, he's right. So when we bring casual fans, people's like, dang, it's still real to them. Last year, Jobberslam, it got so crazy. My mother almost fought Darius Carter. she had the chair and everything, dogs. Yo, watch the video, dogs. Watch the video. So I'm gonna say the link, son. That shit it was crazy, son. The whole energy was crazy. Oh my God, it was Jobberslam 2. I was a referee for that, right? John said 2 or 3. It's prolific, versus Jobbertears South. First time we ref first year. Next thing you know, I got in the match. I supposed to count it. I was in the match ready. I supposed to count it down the middle. Then next thing you know, the final one, they did the finish. I went 1, 2, looked up, middle finger. I was like, oh, yo! Crowd went crazy. Fast forward. This was at a regular Battleclub event. Simon Miller versus my brother. Knocked down the ref. I came in running from the back. 1, 2, got up and was like, yo! So our team alone, we bring energy. We bring energy. When I'm reffing, chocolate ref, energy. When I'm just the guy in the crowd with the glasses, energy. So that's where we heavy on Jobberslam. Positive, good, clean energy. Nobody get in trouble. Nobody get arrested. Everybody goes home happy. All the performers, everything. That's always our goal out of Jobberslam.
What was it like building the chemistry with Sir Wilkins and Janelle as a trio?
God, man, it's the longest relationship I've ever been in. Longest relationship I've ever been in. Dogs, this shit was fucking hard as hell. Cause me and my brother have our own personal sibling rivalry over that. So doing the show at the same exact time, it was just hard. You understand? Like I had to learn. It taught me a lot. Me as a person, me as a man, and me as a team, as like a team member, and me as a brother, me as a friend. With all these hats I wear on the podcast taught me a lot. It took a while. We had to do a lot of
It's a process.
right. It is like we had to do a lot of weird trips together. Like, hey, we're going to DC. Let's all go. You feel me? Like let's go. Hey, Janelle. Back in the day during the COVID, she's the old vice crib to Janelle Underground to watch wrestling. That built up chemistry. Us talking, us arguing, us calling each other randomly, having conversation. It took a long time to the point where we always good players. But we had to figure out where each of us wanted the ball, and each of us, what position we play. Like I was compared to like a football team. My brother's the quarterback. Like Janelle's like I'm wide receiver. Janelle's the Chanel. She likes to be like she likes to be in charge. So I give her the coach position. But all of us got to be in one sync. I got to understand what Janelle wants. Janelle got to understand what I want, and my brother wants. Then some days I got to read the energy. Janelle ain't feeling it. My brother ain't feeling it. All right, cool. What kind of energy I got to bring? It took a long time. This shit is not fucking easy at all, son. The bickering, the arguing, but it's healthy. It's great. So that's one of the lessons is just I learned from doing the podcast was like learn to put stuff where it is and leave it there.
What are the days like leading up to a Jobberslam show?
I a lot of running around. If I have to print out t-shirts, I gotta print out t-shirts. If I have to depending on what I'm doing, give out money. Janelle gotta make sure people got flights last minute. My brother and them still talking. We need to talk to. We owe the sponsorship money. We need to get there. It's still a lot of like us moving tickets behind the scenes. Hey, I got hit up this person. I hit up this person. I hit up this person. You coming this, that, or third. You can't come. Donate. Whatever. We figure it out. This, that, or third. And depending on the theme, is I watched the movie. One year it was Jobberslam Above the Rim, so I watched Above the Rim. You feel me? One year it was based on New Jack City, right? It was New Java City. I watched New Jack City the night before. And this year being the different worlds, I'm gonna watch a different world leading up to that. You feel me? So I watch so that's my way of preparing because I'm looking like, all right, even though I'm preparing for Jobberslam, more of on a personal level, I'm making sure my health is right. You understand? I'm making sure that I'm doing all the stuff leading up to that. Yeah. You understand? One of the things I take pride in right now is just like me dropping weight from like 240 to 230 now. You understand? Me keeping dropping weight. Thank you. Me keeping dropping weight and stuff like that to make sure that I'm presentable. That's what I'm doing this year too. Other years was just like did the same thing similar, but some years rougher than others because I was going through depression. A lot of people don't know this, but I used to have suicide thoughts, nasty depressions, nasty mood swings. But wrestling helped stabilize me because always something I could look forward to. So wrestling for me is just like an antidote just to my depression. I realized that, bro, I'm not bad if people like to be around me. People like to make me around. And I find to have purpose because, bro, you know how it is as a man though. if you don't have purpose, right, we got to figure shit out, you ain't shit. You understand? So me have these negative thoughts repeating in my head, I ain't shit, I ain't shit, I ain't shit. I want to kill myself. But then I had to learn through wrestling, you gotta be your own hype person. You gotta be your biggest fan, son. Meaning that why when DJ Khaled said they, who's they? I was like, yeah, who is they? People that are in your life. You know that people who really fuck with you, really pour into you, been in your life from your bad stage to your good stage, because they saw the good in you. All they want you to do is just to be a better version eventually. Have patience. So me had the understanding, me putting the work in mentally, me reading tons of books. I read a ton of books. One of my favorite book is called Cybernetics, where it presents your brain your brain as a computer.
Okay.
Think about it. Where my depression was when you buy give and take, you buy Xbox, right? Let's say plays Xbox.
Yeah.
It's model, it's software 10001, right? By the end of the life, is like another different software. Same system, but every few often you need software updates. Same system, but every few while you need to get out the bugs and stuff like that because make the system run optimum. And then, come on, how many times you had to update to your game console? You're like, ooh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
It's run a little
nice,
smoother.
right? Oh, different like overlay,
Mhm.
different buttons, every icon. Like, oh, this shit is nice. Compare that to your life. There may be small changes. Your small change may be you showing to work every single day on time for a whole month. That's a small change. Then a year later, you look up, you're able to have a brand new job because you stay consistent. Or if you're not consistent, you're gonna be inconsistent in other areas in your life where like, damn, if I could show up to work every day, I could show up for me by doing a little push-ups, doing little things and stuff like that. So that's why wrestling allowed me to get out of my funk. Bro, I seen Willow come back for life-threatening injury. And now look at her now. I seen my dude A-Game. Yo, A-Game, bro. That's my man, son. Yo, injury, son. Talk to him. I was like, yo, A-Game, son. Look at everyone around you. Came out better. Now look at him now killing it in these dogs. So if they could overcome the injury, that's way worse than me thinking that I ain't shit, whatever. Bro, let me retrain my mind. Big Gang Leroy, same exact thing. Now look at him now, jacked. Oh my gosh. Real life. He turned himself a real life video game character just by being considered an office injury. I was there. I ref the match when he got injured, son. I ref the match. Now look at him now, son. So that showed me that, yo, I got this. Wrestling taught me that, bro. Wrestling, bro. Mm-hmm.
And thank you for sharing that. I know it's not the easiest thing to share.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like just what I've been through, my journeys to help someone else out. Cause no, so somebody made me out there like, dang, I substitute the same thing. I didn't even know that. Every time I see Blacc, he's always smiling, laughing though. Bro, you right. But behind like some of those smiles, are me telling myself, you keep on going, bro. You keep on got this, bro. When I see somebody like same in chaos. I see. I go like, yo, say I've been watching, bro. I've been watching you, bro. Thank you. Keep on doing your thing. That makes me proud because that's one of my people. One thing that the Bible talks about is um the fruit. You are the fruit that you produce. People that you're around you, though, son, represents you and vice versa. So I always gotta make sure that I always give my people the big up because I vibrate up here. So when I see everybody, yo, what's up, big dog? Da, 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 positive, I want you to vibrate just like me. You feel me? Whatever you're going through, I'm still gonna encourage you. Like, you got this, brother. Don't worry about anything. You keep on going, bro. Oh, I need to hear that, bro. Thank you. While I'm over here going through what I'm going through, and keep me like, bro, you see that how that you build him up, bro? Bro, he no different than you. He's human just like you. The fact that he's going through it, we're going through, who knows what he's going through at home, but he keeps on going. Come on, bro. So my boy Jocko. Love my man Jocko, B. Yo, check out this match. Jocko versus Lion for main event. Battleclub X for the title. One of my favorite matches I ever ref. Fire. One of my dudes, Jocko. I always make sure that every time I see you, you're my favorite wrestler. I mean that shit though. When he came up to me, yo, thank you, always encourage me. You know what I'm going through, but your words, make me go the extra day. I want to be that positive voice in his head when like how that he's going through something going through. Cause I didn't have much positive voice in my head. I create my own positive voice. So that's what wrestling taught me. You be your biggest hype man, B.
Amazing that you did that, man. Like,
Yeah,
congrats on
appreciate
that.
it, brother.
Like,
Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, appreciate
it's
it.
not easy to do.
It's not, but one day at a time. Just like with wrestling and training, you're not gonna be nice to day one. You gotta build your first bricks. Then eventually, when you look up, like, dang, I built a house, but you gotta keep on being consistent of building one brick at a time. Some people might think that, oh, I gotta, go to practice. Cool, you go to practice every day. While you're practicing your promos, that's another brick. Are you make sure your mental's good? That's another brick that you're building for the whole day. You feel me? Hey, me getting the proper sleep set me up for the whole day where like I could go to wrestling practice without being tired. That's a brick right there that you're doing that. You're being consistent to build your house. So you look back like, dang. So a lot of people when they tend to do in wrestling, which I don't like, is they see you building your bricks, they want to shit on you. Oh, look how you building your bricks. Your bricks is all funny. This how you looking like, all right, cool, but fuck you. Whatever. I'm trying to do what I have to do. Orange Cassidy. People shitted on him. Oh, but now look at him now. One of his runs that he had with that title, bro.
Oof, yeah.
Really,
Great.
though?
One of the
son?
best runs in that hit.
Thank you. Thank you. Because he kept on being himself. Yeah, people make shit on Ricochet. He had no promo skills, but he kept on, he said, I'm leave WWE. So, I'm going to bet on myself, go over there and really putting the fourth into it. Now look at him now. One of the best heels in the business. Being consistent. Shout out to Kevin Knight. The stuff that he did.
Recently
Being
signed, too.
right. Being consistent. Now he's one of his biggest matches. Him versus Will Ospreay. He was at Jobberslam last year.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm. Got to keep on going.
Oh, absolutely. What are some of your proudest accomplishments in your career?
Refereeing at Afro Punk. Yeah, that experience alone, that's one of them. That experience alone was good with LPW. Shout out to Only King for giving me the opportunity. We did that as a group, and it was just amazing. We set up the ring. We had a great show. We saw Erica Badu. You know, um, my girlfriend was able to come see the show. My daughter, everything like that. We saw the show as a family. That was just one of the beautifulest thing ever. And me and comments looking back like, dang, son. Another accomplishment is me being consistent in doing this. Me not giving up, me not saying this is too hard, me keep on going despite of what was going on in my life. Last year, I didn't realize this. I was going through a very bad period of my life with my depression. Like, I shot up to 260 again. I was basically type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure's off the roof, and then I had to get myself out of it. I was just bad job, stuff like that, working crazy hours, stuff. So that really fucked me up, but I kept on going, kept on showing up, even though I didn't feel like the greatest. It got to the point where I can't believe I admitted this on camera where I never used to look at myself after people took pictures of me last year. It could have been a great picture, a great match, but I couldn't watch it back because I didn't like how I looked. And that really hindered me in my growth because how can I watch my stuff back if I'm not seeing what I'm doing?
Right.
So when I was able to like overcome that, I'm looking like, we all go through bad periods. We all go through periods where like you injured, you're not getting booked properly, but you still show up to catering, do what you have to do. Yeah, you gain a few weight, but what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna bitch about it the next year, do something about it. So I did. You understand? I make sure that even I was not getting winded in the ring, I was still whatever, but it was just like it's not the optimal version of me I want to present to the crowd. So me overcoming depression, my ref, that's another accomplishment. And lastly, is just like, man, just being here. Honestly, dogs, this is one of my favorite shows to watch, though.
Yo, appreciate
so
that.
like, I know Blacc get a bad rep though, a bad rep because he's a I don't give a damn. But you one of those people I feel like I look forward to your interviews every single like you take it that seriously. Like you getting people I'm looking like, oh shit, you got this dude? I gotta watch it, son. You got dudes where like we don't hear from a lot. Because whatever the reason may be, you just don't hear from them. The fact that Hemi Hendrix, we barely hear from him.
I do great.
Right. This dude's a rapper, a wrestler. The fact that he changed his whole gimmick around, have a whole crew, seeing his growth until now, I'm looking like, bro, I'm happy able to get him because people had to say, yo, this dude is nice. I'm gonna keep I'm following him. That you did that for a lot of people. You did that. And a lot of people be themselves on the show. There's no censorship. I feel like, oh man, Scam Likely, you have them on the show? Yo, you see it in person, like, dang, it was the same exact shit on the show. I was like, okay, we got something here, dogs. And the fact that you have people's personal life never knew about. Santi, Like he was a stunt double for like Marvel. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even know that. You had Steve Dumang. The fact that a lot of people don't know that if you watch Law and Order,
Yeah.
you're gonna see him. You know how weird it is? I watch Law and Order at the crib.
Like, yo, I know that dude. Like,
I watch it on Peacock, so I get to rewind and go, oh man, dang son. Hey, you know how Law and Order SVU is.
yeah.
You be looking like, let me watch one episode. You're looking like, but it's a two-parter.
Yeah.
So you gotta find the episode prior to that. Look like, oh, okay. Next you wake up, look like, damn, I watched 5 episodes, but it all was good. But after 5, you'll see him at least 3 times. Really, dude? Really? But I like that shit because, yo, that gives me courage. Like, yo, keep on going. Don't be afraid to expand. And seeing you doing that, I'm like, yo, I gotta be on this shit. And that's one of my accomplishments. And the last one is just going to North Carolina for I say. There is a lot of times like my brother, seeing everything he been through, racism he faced with the NWA. He had an interview with us that he talked about that, his father and stuff like that. Instead of him bitching about it, oh, there are no representation on television, blah 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 blah, talking all that shit. You know what he did? Started his own promotion. You understand? Got the best of the best of talent. Everybody want to work for him. Now he's at WrestleMania doing an event on YouTube, I say television. He gave me opportunity to ref for him, dogs. And like that was one of my big compliments because he's a black man that I know. One of my first interviews I did with him and Big Time Yaya. I did that. So full story to work for a black man who's serious about his business. And I was talking about I can't talk too much. I know it's behind the closed doors, but just know that this man's about his money. This man's about the people. Fuck the money part. He's about the people first, son. He make everybody feel welcome. He talks to you. This, that, he don't talk down on you. He talks to you, son. When he talks to you, feel like he give you like a nice warm dad hug, B.
Oh, that's sweet. That's really
I just
sweet.
came up with that. I'm like, dang, man. He's younger than me. I'm like, all right, man, cool. So with all of this, son, those are some of my proudest moments. And just to have my mom seeing me and my brother doing what we love best, wrestling. Yeah. The first time my sister there, before that she had the twins. And now just to see that full circle moment where like, dang, son, I like my conversation not even done because I guess one of my goals is to like ref for television. Like if I could make a living just refereeing and I can support my family, you understand? And I could be a vessel where like my name could put people in opportunities, like, oh, I do Blacc, da da da. Cool, I got you. Good luck, this, that, third. But put people in a good position, boy, I'm accomplished. But even then, though, I can still do on a local level, which I do. Yo, I told you this person, he good, this, that, that. Oh, thank you, this, that, that. I love seeing the people, my friends, wanna get on the show. I help them get on the show. That shit make me feel like, dang, son, I'm doing something. One thing that I learned in wrestling is, yo, it's not all about the big spots. It's all about the little moments that build up to that. So what are you doing in the meantime for that big spot? Yeah, you got the big ass Hurricane Rana off the top. That shit was fire though, but like, all right, but you didn't like hold my attention up to then. That was cool. But like that's all people remember. You understand? There's matches I referee and I'm looking like, damn, that match was fire, B. Jay Bougie versus Matt Awesome. We are wrestling for the title. Dogs. That match.
That was a banger.
Banger, son. Banger. I was like, oh my gosh. Jay Bougie versus Billy Dixon. Fire match, dogs. Yo, Sammy Chaos versus Brother Greatness. Yo, fire matches, dogs. Fire, son. So seeing all of them, like, I love this shit, though. And proudest moments, being able to ref and being there with people that I watch, my friends I call friends. After we done a match, we laugh about it. Oh man, that was great. This, that, and third. All right, man, let's go take a walk. Let's get something to eat. We chilling, laughing at Waffle House. Going to Waffle House after a wrestling event. That's one of my goals, and I did that, dogs.
Nah, that's fire. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Like I can't tell you who the third person was because he's a heel. I don't want to ruin him, but it was me and Nick Shin and the third person at Waffle House after when I say event late night. Oh my gosh. When I said the man put his soul in that beat, Yo, I still talk about the Waffle House to this day, dogs. Like, yo, that shit was so good. I felt that I was in the business because we took a road trip down there to I say. To me, it solidified me as, dang, I made it. I know it was something little to some people, but I meant the world because it showed me that people like me enough where I could be in a car ride with them and not feel weird. So thank you. You understand? Thank you for the people allowing me to even be in that position, just to be able just to be around them, to make you feel like I belong. And of course, you got the stories, you got the lecture you need to do right, this, that, and third. And that makes you feel like, dang, those were one of my proud moments. The I say trip went down multiple times. Um, that and as a fan, Wale Mania, and people recognize your podcast. That dang, son.
That's great. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
beautiful
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, man.
Yo, thank you very much once
No,
again.
thank you, big dogs. Thank you.
Thank. Anything you want to plug to the cameras? Social
Um,
medias, merch.
please follow me on Instagram underscore Mr. Blacc MRBLACC. Please check out my podcast, the Sped class is now available on YouTube. Also, the Jobbertears podcast, and of course, for all your wrestling needs, if you want to have, if you have a viewing party of WrestleMania 420 for everybody for first, I think for the first 40 people, we're giving out free pre-rolls. That's brought
That's
to you by
crazy.
Awida Wrestling and the Sped class. We get our free pre-rolls. I think on Sunday. I don't know about the Saturday, but like we'll let you know with details. And another thing, Jobberslam, 5 different worlds tickets shouldn't be available, but keep the day in mind. June 21st, that will be Juneteenth weekend. Of course, keep in touch. Of course, check out Battleclub. If you're looking for a school in New York, check out the Fallout Shelter and Hog. Yeah. So to everybody that who been with me into this ride, we made it. We here, B. We at RingVille, B. We made it. Not just me alone. My whole village made it, dogs. I ain't nothing without you, man. So thank you for the opportunity, big
Of
dog.
course. Yo. Until next time, everyone. We out. Thank you for 50 episodes. Appreciate it.